Oh, speaking of which, I need to do that roll because I touched the stone.
No. Once the initial pickup effect has been completed, anyone else is free to touch it.
Okay.
So since Shadow dealt with the failed effect, now anyone can touch it freely without any repercussion.
Okay. I go up to a rock of some sort, and I tap the saber to it.
All right.
I'm trying to use the effect of the time stone on it.
All right. So as you touch the rock with the saber, it turns into a small puddle of lava.
Of lava or what?
Yeah, because before rocks are formed, there's lava that cools down, which then turns into that rock.
Interesting.
Not every rock. Just saying.
But,
I thought you were going to make it older and make it crumble.
No, so we had this set up is if you roll a 1, is rapidly age forward. If it's a 2, is rapidly age backwards. I roll a 2. So start.
Oh, so that's every time. Okay, that was kind of confusing for a second.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I have this.
I kind of look at the I look back at the saber, look back at Shadow, and I look down at the rock.
You mean lava?
Or the lava now. And I look back, and I'm like, I think I may have stumbled upon something.
That's nice.
Can I hang on to this until I can get a separate thing set up for it?
Is it going to be for me?
Possibly. I'm thinking about
Fine.
making them for I'm thinking about making them for pretty much all of them.
As long as you promise to give me back my stone when you're done and my lightsaber.
So you're gonna give everyone a weaponized lightsaber that has the power to literally sunder the universe.
No, that's not exactly what I was stating. See, these things give off a specific amount of energy that can be sensed by other beings, and while they're encased in this, shell, if you will, it hides it.
Yeah, hides
so
the energy
technically,
signature.
Yeah, it hides the energy signature. So technically speaking, we can utilize them in a safe environment. That's the reason why I'm doing it.
It's like a baby gate for all those people who are looking for them.
As long as you give me
I'm not even
as long as you give me the weapon you're making, I'll be fine with that.
I'll keep you posted on that, but I gotta run some tests before I can do anything like that.
Right.
Fine.
As you finish that sentence, everyone who is not unconscious hears the sound of clunking metal coming towards you.
I deactivate the saber, put it back on my belt. The other Kyber crystal I put back into my pouch. And I look towards the sound.
Hey, baby.
I am going to activate Foresight
Alright, give me 1 second.
to see what the heck is going on.
Just give me 1 second.
1 second here. I gotta actually bring that up myself.
Alright, what's your passive perception?
It would be +5 for wisdom.
So it's so you're okay. So 15. Are you proficient in perception?
Yes, I am.
All right, and with you being a level 6, it'd be a +3. So yeah, you still would have passed anyway, even if you didn't use foresight. So you see this.
Oh my!
What's everyone else's passive perception?
I don't know.
10 plus your wisdom modifier, and then if you have proficiency, also your proficiency.
Yes. So yours is 11. So you're going to need the roll for it. Stone can see it.
Who's a good puppy? Who's a good girl?
Not me.
What the hell?
What the?
I'm playing with my dog.
Even frozen in time,
They left her
Shadow is
with
able
me.
to see it. So Shadow, go ahead and roll for yours.
I don't remember what my thing is.
It's so it'll be a D20 plus 1.
And
So-
picture of this. Cutie.
Yep. So everyone is able to see the 6-foot metal being walking toward the group. It's like you already passed the DC with 15.
Oh, I know. Way past it.
Way past it.
Way past it. Yeah. Yep. So you see this 6-foot.
I get the articular detail of the thing.
Also, I don't know why I said 15. It was 5, not 15. I don't know why I said 15.
Yeah, it was like, wait, hang on here.
Yeah, it's like
Wait.
I don't know why I said 15. It's like force a habit because like, most of them are 15. But no, 5.
I
So
mean-
then Shadow didn't even need to fucking roll, whatever. Anyway, moving on. Everyone sees this 6-foot tall metal being walking toward the group.
Sure.
Go ahead and introduce yourself, bud.
See, I had a plan on doing a whole voice for this, but I'm horrible at that. Anyway,
Voice acting isn't exactly easy, so.
no, it isn't exactly an easy thing to do. So I'm gonna walk up right. I don't know. I'm gonna walk up to the person who put away his. Like,
You're walking up to me and Jedi. We were together.
yeah, but Jedi's unconscious right now.
No,
No. not.
Jedi.
but like Alex Night Raven. That's who it is.
Okay, that's his actual full name in game, or
Yes.
That's his full name.
oh
in
god.
game,
Okay,
yes.
well,
You
I'm
just
gonna
call
call
me
you
Alex.
Alex because I'm not gonna be doing
That's
a
fine.
full one name. Jesus. Anyway,
Just
I'm lazy.
Alex.
So I'm gonna walk up right next to Alex and be like, "Hey there,
Hi.
you look interesting. Like you have something to hide.
Possibly.
So you're the one who's gonna be carrying the group, right? I bet
What?
you won't be able to carry me.
Stone
What the hell
looks
are
up at
you?
looks up at the figure and says, "How do you know of our feathered friend?"
I don't. I'm just wondering. I am curious. Can
Way
barely
to
even see,
introduce
but
yourself.
the wear and tear over the few 100 years might have taken me down. And I did mean to mention that to you, by the way, Chaotic. He's over 100 years old because he is a guardian construct and he does not age he does age, but in a different way.
As Alex and the metal being are exchanging pleasantries, everyone hears a shout coming from the forest. It is also at this time that Shiro is now no longer frozen in time.
Now, out of character, real quick, wouldn't he be unfrozen as soon as the stone's like out of the original person's club?
So Shiro was under the effect of the frozen time for 6 minutes, and as everything was going
but
on,
does,
the 6
but
minutes
isn't
was-
it like taken? Isn't it like nullified by by him giving away the stone?
Nope.
Interesting.
The effect goes through full, no matter who wields it, because the
That's
effect has already been
interesting.
cast.
Okay. So it's like a permanent magic effect until it wears off.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, anyway, that's gonna be fun when Gary gets his mitts on that.
Yep. Everyone hears a masculine shout coming from the forest, where the hermit's house resides.
No, just out of mocking, I'm gonna shout back, be like, "Ah!"
Shiro's going to head towards.
Anyway, I'm gonna head towards it after
I'm
I shout.
using-
Towards his-
I'm using force travel. I'm instantaneously moving to up to 30 feet ahead of everybody and moving
Nice.
and then using force speed.
All right.
So
I
I'm
guess I
using
knew who was
short
gonna get
legs.
there
I'll
first.
get there when I get there.
So in other words, I'm basically.
You're teleporting essentially. Yeah.
Well, no, I teleport 30 feet,
You're
And
just
then
like
I'm-
zooming in front of the party.
and then I basically move like a blur.
Oh, so you're the Flash, right?
Well,
Pretty
I'm
much.
using short legs.
And then
That's
So
great.
I'll
Stone
get there when I
before
get there.
departing, and then Stone before departing is going to try to lift Essential to take him with you. Take him.
Is he gonna have to roll for that, pal?
Yeah, he did.
Thank
So
God. Did he fail? He failed, didn't he?
So yeah, he struggles to lift Essential's unconscious body, but is unable to.
I'm gonna look at Stone real quick before I run over there, and say, "Hey, do you need some help with that
He-
luggage?"
He nods and says, "Yeah, I could use a hand."
Okay.
DC is 15.
And so I'm gonna try to carry him up, pick him up because 1d20 plus strength. Thank God.
Nope, 5.
God damn it!
Nope. You
But I have a
struggle
good
to
roll,
lift,
but I don't.
Essential's body as well.
Fuck. Normally I'm better.
Stone is
Oh,
going
well.
to try it once more. He hurts
I'm gonna
himself.
try once more as well.
He hurts himself trying to lift Essential.
Avery hates both of you.
Oh my God! No!
No! There's no.
Avery,
There's no way.
No.
Critical fail.
Yeah,
Why is it
right.
a
You
roll?
guys suck.
Ouch!
You
man.
both
I thought
suck.
you were
The
gonna
metal
have
being
actual
also
strength on this
hurts him-
guy.
It calls
also
for a
hurt himself
reroll.
Also hurts himself trying to lift Essential.
Yeah, obviously. This is sad. This is really sad.
Avery hates both of
Try.
you.
Both will take
Can I try again?
take
Oh, no.
4 damage from hurting themselves.
Hey, you know
trying
what?
to
I have the
lift.
health to. I have the rolled. I have the damage to. Yeah, I'm good. You know I have the health for now. So can I try again?
You can try as many times as you need to, but the party's
Hey, there you go. I
You
magically,
effortless-
magically get him.
you effortlessly.
I don't know what the hell,
lift him
hell
over
that
your
was,
shoulder.
but some magic.
You effortlessly hoist him over your shoulder as if you're lifting a pillow.
I don't know what the hell that was, but
His
I'm
second-
confused as
his
you.
second wind- His second wind is just amazing.
Yeah, for real.
As the
Anyway, I'm
rest of
gonna-
the party catches up to the rest, with Alex being there first, he sees a black.
Oh, by the way,
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, tell anybody about this, and we're not gonna have a fun time, pal.
Stone will give a thumbs
Just
up in
done.
response. Alex comes across a black armored figure laying unconscious in the middle of the woods.
Huh. I look down at the body.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Odd indeed.
As you closely inspect the body, you see a scar, an opened wound actually, running from his wrist to the outside of his elbow. It looks.
Well, this looks like
there
a
was
bloody
foreign
mess.
It looks like foreign blood has been mixed in with it.
Ooh, blood. Something I don't have.
At this moment, the rest of the party shows up, and they see the same thing you see.
Interesting. Well, you know. This is very awkwardly silent.
Indeed.
Da,
mess.
da, da, da,
Who's singing there?
da.
I literally can't. I can barely see anything. So with a passive
Jiro,
perception of
can
9.
see a small note protruding from the figure's pocket.
Nice.
All right, so I will pick up the note and read said note.
All right. I will personally message what this note says.
Doom.
I'll be back.
Doom.
Doom, 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 doom.
God damn, typing an essay, aren't you?
Not really
yeah.
that messy. Fuck. What was his name? Oh, whatever. Okay. Because I'm too lazy to go out of the room and grab something. There you go.
Good girl. Who's good girl? Don't laugh at me playing with my puppy.
Hey, I mean, I'm not judging. I would do the same with my dog if I had a
Same
dog.
here. I miss having a dog. Not having a dog. I'm not gonna lie.
There we go.
Pressing times, man.
Perfect.
Perfect.
So Shiro is going to laugh silently to herself, kind of like. And then she's going to put the note in one of her vials of blood.
Interesting. So what happened?
Let's just say some fruit is blooming quite rapidly.
Oh, that's always good.
And Shiro's going to head back.
I follow Cheryl. No point in being around if she's figured out what's going on.
Right. Stone is going to look closer at the unconscious form and says, "Hey, I think this might be Vulcan."
Shiro's going to turn around and say, "Seriously?"
Stone's going to nod his head.
Well, if you can bring them, that's all on you. And then she's going to start walking back.
Stone is then going to try to slap Vulcan awake.
Damn, not even gonna try to lift this one, are you?
Nah, he was a heavy bitch. Oh God.
Try
Well,
lifting
does
up
it
my
work?
character.
Well, does it work?
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah! Fucking Vulcan's awake.
With a concussion at this point.
Fuck, bam! Fuck, where the fuck was this when he was fighting Shiro, huh?
Vulcan gets up and looks Essential straight in his eyes and
No, it was
goes,
Stone. It was Stone. Essential's unconscious currently.
"Oh, Stone," and goes, "It's been a while, little one."
Yeah, what the hell happened to you?
I vaporized, if I remember.
And how did you end up with this nasty cut on your arm?
Oh, just been learning some chemomancy myself.
And it looks like someone else kind of took a stab at you too.
Oh no, that's self-inflicted.
Sure.
Took a stab, but Alright.
Shit. Shit. Okay, there we go. My computer turned black.
Oh, that's not good.
That's a sign of either one of two things. Either your video card has decided to go.
What happened?
Oh, no, it just went into sleep mode for a sec.
Can you tell me what happened? I was AFK.
So, so what happened is everyone heard a shout from the forest. Everyone went to go see it. And turns out they found Vulcan laid unconscious in the middle of the woods with a note
Vulcan,
that Shiro, that Vulcan, and there was a note that Shiro read, stored into a vial of blood, and then Stone slaps the motherfucker awake, and he's trying to play off how he got a nasty cut on his arm as he fucked something up.
Okay.
You know, he
Read your
doesn't
message.
want to look weak.
We haven't seen you in a while, buddy. How have you been?
I've been reinvigorated and rejuvenated.
I look over at him and I'm just like,
That guy's got.
right.
Sorry.
Have you seen Lapis?
Who's Lapis? I have no idea who this person is.
Stone's going to say, it was some walking piss puddle that showed up after you vanished.
Dang. Yeah.
Well, whoever it was, she sounds like a bitch.
I'm not
Sidebar,
wrong.
I feel so proud of
Maybe
myself.
not, but geez.
See what your
The fact
mom
that
has
you
done,
made that a
Shiro.
thing.
Alright.
Stone is then going to say, shouldn't we head back to the old man? He might be able to scry again for us.
I guess that could be a thing.
I guess that could be a thing. The Stone is then going to make his way to the old man's hut.
Why do you have a cut on your arm?
I told you, it's self-inflicted.
I don't believe you.
Roll insight.
Do I have to roll deception?
Yes. and whoever comes out higher is whoever wins.
It's a victor.
It's the victor.
You're lucky that's not one of the ones that I have +5 on.
Wait, what am I? Wait, what?
Fucking
Wait, do
your
I have to
charisma
roll?
maxes
Yes,
out.
you have to
My
roll.
God. Yeah.
What do I roll?
So
There-
because
there
you're
are,
doing
like-
insight. Okay, because
I
you're
have,
doing
like,
insight.
Alright.
shout
Two
out.
of them that I have +5
don't-
on.
So
What do I roll?
be-
1d20 plus
hold on,
1?
Okay, so because you're doing insight, it is wisdom, so it's gonna be a d20 plus 1.
Okay.
Oh, never mind. You don't even have to fucking
Dang,
roll that shit.
you don't even
fucking,
need to.
Fuck, you believe what he tells you.
Gee. Hey, Hades, how about you stop hacking, huh?
Oh yeah, because I'm totally a hacker, you know. Getting into the
Oof.
database,
God.
Yep. You believe what?
configuring Avery.
You're just sucking up to Avery, aren't you, to get good ones?
Avery's been a dick to me before. Maybe this is her way of
Yeah, then you
saying no hard
apologize, and now it's
feelings.
starting to turn around.
Why don't you test it out again?
I'm good.
Nah, he can get with that. I trust him. I believe him. Not really.
That ain't even my biggest stat. I rolled a plain D20.
Yep. So as Stone heads off to the old man's hut, what is the rest of you doing?
I'll
I'll
go to the hut as well.
I follow.
follow Shiro. Wherever she's going.
Shiro.
Shiro.
That's always gonna come back.
And I'll go to the old man hut. Why not? Let's make it a thing.
All right. As you approach the hut, Stone goes to knock on the door. The old man opens it and says, "Ah, you returned. Have you brought back any supplies?"
No.
The old man's going to look at Vulcan and says, "I don't recognize you. Are you a friend?"
No, I didn't actually say no. That was a joke.
Ah, okay.
This is one of our old friends that disappeared on us and didn't care for us anymore, so we forgot about him.
Thanks. I see how much I'm cared for.
He never wrote us a letter.
I kind of died.
Then why didn't you tell us you were going that way? Why didn't you let us help you?
Old man going to clear his throat and says, "About the supplies. Did you get them?
No.
Why not?"
Something happened on the way there.
What happened on the way?
Why am I explaining everything?
Hey, why are you explaining everything?
I guess I'll have to explain it. Let's just say one of our party members got really angry and wanted to have a fighting match against us. I'll say that.
He's going to sigh and say, "It doesn't matter. Make your way inside. I'm ready for the next display." Stone is going to make his way inside.
Shiro follows suit.
Vulcan will also make his way inside.
Should we tell Vulcan about what happened with the stone?
Stone says that is completely up to you. And before you explain the Stone, he is going to fill Vulcan in on what they saw the first time, which was pretty much Noel chained up and Damien having a branding iron with his icon and proceeds to try to brand Noel with it.
I'll just let Essential tell him.
So did Noel get branded?
Wait, what?
He shrugs and says, I don't know. The vision ended before we got to know for sure.
How do you know that?
Stone was there for the scribe, remember?
I meant the guy who's like we found in the woods. Sorry, I forgot your name.
No, because
Vulcan?
Stone just explained to Vulcan that there was a branding iron, and he was
Sorry, I have
asking
cotton.
if-
I have cotton balls in my ear.
He looks at them and goes, So where is the Minotaur? Sorry, Centaur.
She's gone. Or who are we talking about again?
Noel.
Okay, she's gone. Sorry.
Yeah, she's been captured by Damien, and that is why you're with the old man now to figure out where she's at.
While we're there, I'm tinkering with my saber that has the time stone in it, so I can start putting the other kyber crystal back in and have a setting to essentially switch between.
So, where's the weapon you said I could get?
I'm working on it.
He said he's going to give it back to you. Oh, sorry.
For Noel.
The old man is going to sit
What was that
in his
left?
chair and says, "Whenever you're ready."
I just have a fond memory of her.
I have a question. Why are you laughing about Noel's problem?
I'm not laughing about her problem. I'm laughing at my own memories of her. Why? Do you have something you want to say?
Sounds like a personal issue to me.
What's wrong with Noel? I thought Noel and you were on good terms.
We are. That's why I'm laughing at the memory.
Okay, then.
Stone is then going to sit next to the old man.
I look up at Stone a couple times, make sure he's not making some subtle gestures of trying to take my other lightsaber again.
Wait, did Stone try to take your lightsaber before?
He
Yes.
has the ability to use Mage Hand, and that's exactly what happened. We used Mage Hand and had Sleight of Hand, and it worked. It was also while Alex was asleep too, so it was great.
He's lucky I was being nice and I didn't activate it on his leg.
So while he's talking to us, I'm going to drain a vial of my blood into one of my vials.
He tells everyone to
Yeah.
gather around him to be able to see what he will see.
Okay.
Cheryl sits down.
I put the saber away after closing it back up and moved closer.
He says to put one hand on him to be able to see what he can see.
After I finish up my blood draining, I'm going to put a hand on him.
Stone is going to put his other hand on Essential's forehead.
Do you believe in magic?
Shut up.
Cheryl's going to put her hand on him.
I put my hand on him.
I guess I will put my hand on him.
This is getting really
Wait,
kinky.
should I call my hand a hand or a glove?
That's totally up to you. That's open to interpretation, to be honest.
Well,
All right.
I'll just put my hand on him. Although my hand might not fit.
As Vulcan puts his hand on the old man says, "Lower."
I know where this is going. No.
No.
In a serious tone, he's going to say lower. But the first time, he's going to say lower.
What the fuck?
No.
Hell no.
The old man shrugs and says, "Oh well." He puts his hand on the claymore and starts to scry. Everyone's vision goes black. You see
I'm already black, so
And you made it awkward.
Yep.
Okay, so everyone then sees a vision with a hazy border, just like last time. You see Noelle still chained to the same spot, and there's going to be a mage in red robes holding his hands up to her and muttering something you can't quite make out. Noelle's going to be weakly thrashing.
Comprehend language.
Like it's quiet to where you can't hear it.
Damn it. Wait, fourth sense.
You're unable to use your force abilities during that vision.
Damn
it!
I'll be right back, guys.
Okay. The stream is still running, so if you miss anything, just go back through. Noelle will be weakly thrashing around, physically and desperately trying to resist whatever the mage is trying to do. A few moments, they are going to see Damien. You see Damien holding up a hand that says, "That's enough for tonight. I'd like to see how much progress we have made." The mage will stop his spell, and Noelle will fall limp, breathing heavily as the chains are pulled taut as they support her weight. The mage will then bow to Damien and back out of the room. Once they're alone, Damien will slowly approach Noelle and ask, "How are we feeling today, my fire flower?" Noelle is not going to respond and continues to breathe heavily. Damien's going to look pleased and say, "No threats on my life today. Progress." He then reaches out a hand to cup her cheek in it. Noelle will look up at him weakly with hazy eyes, but do nothing. Damien's eyes widen slightly, and a smile,
What I missed?
a smile spreads across his face. "And you aren't going to try to bite my fingers off anymore? Good progress." He steps closer to her.
What I missed?
To watch the stream, I'm not going to go back. He steps closer to her and runs his other hand along her waist. "Perhaps you are beginning to accept that this is your rightful place." He rubs his thumb along Noelle's cheek. "And maybe we're ready for a little foreplay." He pulls Noelle close to him. The chains around Noelle's arms tighten from the movement, and Noelle lets out a cry of pain, but says nothing. Damien smiles, begins to lick at her neck. It is then that you will notice that Noelle's hands twitching, and the haze begins to fade from her eyes. As her expression quickly turns
I want to
to
kill this fucker.
In the next second, you see a wave of fire pass over Damien and the room as she rages, as they watch her raise her hand and open her mouth and bite down hard on Damien's ear. Damien yelps in pain from both the fire and Noelle's teeth. He tugs against Noelle for a moment before separating from Noelle. He holds his ear and cries out in agony as blood pours from the wound. Noelle, after a moment, spits out Damien's whole ear and grins. His blood dripping
She Mike Tyson.
from her mouth and bites down her neck as she cackles. "Oh, what's wrong, master? I thought you wanted some foreplay." Then the guards are going to
Good
enter
girl.
with whips and lash Noelle repeatedly. With each lash, Noelle's laughter is going to get louder and louder. And that's where the crying will end, with her insane laughter echoing through your minds. The vision...
Cleanse mind.
Your vision then goes black, and then your vision returns.
Was this supposed to be some type of weird snuff film? old man?
He says, "No, this is what's currently going on with your friend."
The downside about it is we have no idea where the hell she is. I can't even sense her in a 30-foot or a 30-mile radius.
Must be pretty far away.
Well, let's focus on what the image did show. What could we see in the background or the surrounding area?
I tried that already.
As everyone's vision comes back, you see Shiro leaving the hut.
I'm gonna go ahead and follow Shiro.
Stone's
I get up
Stone's
and
gonna
I
say, "I wouldn't do that."
ignore it
No, he
and
was telling
follow
that to
where
Vulcan.
Shiro's going. Oh, I go up to where Shiro is. What's up?
Yep, Stone's going to tell Vulcan that it's not a good idea for him to follow Shiro.
Don't try and stop me, little one. And I ignore him and follow anyways.
Shiro isn't going to answer anyone.
That's fine. I follow.
I'll follow too, I guess. Haven't got anything better to do.
But I keep my distance.
Stone is going to then follow the group, but is going to keep his distance too.
I'm the moment that Shiro stops somewhere, I'm gonna lean against a tree nearby and continue working on the saber. But paying attention, but at least like in my peripheral vision, I'm gonna pay attention to what Shiro's doing.
I'm gonna walk next to Shiro, and during this time, I'm also gonna start filling my vials for each minute that passes.
As you do that, you just see Shiro sitting next to a tree and doing nothing.
After I finish all 5, which would take like 4 minutes, I look at Shiro and go, I have a favor to ask of you.
Go away.
I stand up and show my vials of blood off and go, I'm learning to become a hemomancer just like you.
Go away.
And I walk off.
Stone is going to tell Vulcan that Shiro was like this the last time that, excuse me, that the scry happened. Just leave her be. And then he's also going to fill Vulcan in on what Shadow saw in the future. About how,
what did Shadow?
No,
Oh,
Shadow
the
never
fiery figure.
did. Shadow never did. The only thing that was explained to you was the first scry,
Which was
the branding iron.
Oh.
He tells how there was how the party was fighting a demon-looking figure with flaming hair, yellow glowing eyes, and fiery phoenix wings.
A demon made of fire, huh?
And,
Sounds interesting.
And that there was and behind the party was what was once a metal figure is now crumpled to pieces.
Excuse me. What?
Hey,
the fuck?
the future isn't always set in stone. It was just what the stone
Ah.
allowed him to see.
It's not always set in stone.
See, I make unintentional puns and I don't even mean to.
I mean, that's what unintentional means, you know.
It's like I don't even mean to make the puns; it just happens, you know.
Wait, did Shadow leave?
Yeah, he wasn't feeling good.
Well, neither am I, but I'm staying for a little while at least. Either way.
And then Stone's gonna say, but none of us know anyone else who can wield fire except for Noel.
Yes. Because even I spit acid, not fire. That is a conundrum. Maybe it's someone we haven't met yet.
Possibly.
Tiamat, guide me.
As you say that, you'd hear a voice in the back of your mind. Not a deep voice, but like a mocking voice saying, "No."
That's great. No problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
There's
don't.
a sound of Deadpool
I kinda-
voice in the back of your mind saying, "No."
I don't have to. I don't want.
Wait,
I don't want it. You can go fuck yourself.
Yeah. That's all we roll around here.
Go away. Go away, you spandex wearing fuck.
Yes.
And then as you hear him leaving your mind, all that's left in the back of your mind is whoop, 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 whoop. And that just echoes as he leaves your mind.
Oh.
Stone's going to ask, who were you talking to?
Oh, before I do what I just sent you, I go, our old friend talked in my mind.
Sure. So Stone's then going to ask everyone else, what do we do from here? We don't exactly have a set location yet.
Okay, let's see here. Wisdom modifier, correct?
Yes, it is 10 plus wisdom modifier plus proficiency bonus.
Uh,
So
What's that for?
He is using the time stuff.
Booyah!
There's no fucking way!
Yes!
How the hell?
Dang.
I did not think you'd be able to get it. No! Oh my
Dang.
fucking
Oh
God.
yeah.
No!
Well, I just solved this problem right now.
Oh fucking hell!
Have you guys all seen Infinity War, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Everybody in America has seen Infinity
Okay,
War.
I start doing the Stephen Strange thing when he was looking at the possibilities.
Oh no!
That was in that was in Infinity War.
Oh, no,
Yeah, dude.
I'm just not even going to tell Tato anything. I'm just going to let him find out through the stream.
Dude, no.
So I'm not going to tell him. I'm going to let him just be surprised. So I'm going to message Scott what he sees.
Oh god. 3 billion years. Oh wait, no. I also have to point something out. Is after he did that, he was like a little bit.
So
Tired.
to everyone else, you see him surrounded by a thin green glow as his head is twitching uncontrollably.
Should we punch him? I think he's doing something bad in his mind, man. I think he's a little busy right now. Maybe you should knock him out before he gets a little bit too busy. I'm joking.
Wouldn't that be mean?
No. I don't find such things called. I don't know. I'm not very smart, okay? You know, I am, but I choose not to be. When I am, I am. When I'm not, I'm not.
Everything is coming up, Alex.
Yes, everything is coming up out. Oh no. So that's what you were talking about. That's crazy. Wait, okay, I gotta ask something. Gotta point something out again to maybe ruin our day. Before you type this paragraph of how many different things there are.
Okay. Oh yeah, go ahead.
And as Alex is having his episode, you guys don't know what's going on. You see Vulcan get up and depart from the group. We'll start to depart from the group.
Yeah, I have to point this out. Dr. Stephen Strange, Infinity War, everything like that. He did have something to hold such power in. He did not fully wield the entire Infinity Stone in his hand.
It's in
That's
my
what
saber.
his-
It's in
Saber
Eye of
for.
Agamotto. It's in his amulet. So he had the time stone with him.
Yeah, but
It's-
I'm meaning he had
it's in my
something to hold
saber.
it in.
It's in his saber.
That's
so he's
really
able to
weird. That's a
utilize it.
really weird thought. Basically meditating with a seizure while holding a lightsaber. I see everything. Past, present, future.
I know.
He's just looking into the blade.
Yeah,
So
I'm
it's
looking into the blade, and I'm just
Yeah, don't ever look down into the barrel of the saber. Someone would come up, press the button.
Okay, so the short moment,
That'd be great.
so short afterwards, I come out of it and go, I know where Noelle is.
Well, how the fuck do you know? Oh,
Before we
wait.
proceed, I wanted to say this. So he goes to tell me that he was planning on doing this. So I tell him to roll for it, and not a nat 20 gets it. Not expecting to get a nat fucking 20.
You're a cheater. You're an actual bot. You got a 20 on the first go, and
Right.
when I try to pick
That's
somebody
the
up,
bamboozled.
I get a 1 afterwards.
But then
It's
you also
like,
get
wow.
a nat 20 afterward, too.
Well, I mean, yeah, but that's fluke. You know that. I don't have
So
any kind of luck.
I basically look at it and go, I know where Noelle is.
So
Oh yeah,
he
is it
says,
down the barrel of your saber?
I was looking. I looked into the future to find out what the location is because we're at a dead end here.
That would make sense why you're sweating a little bit then.
Yeah.
Just a little bit too much power there, pal.
It's about a week's walk away from here.
Oh my god.
It's in the it's in the capital city.
Oh, crap.
To capital city, about a week's worth.
I don't know
But
what you're talking about because I was only just throwing in here. So yeah.
So Stone is going to look at whatever the name of the guy is, because he never introduced himself properly. And he's going to say, "Who left?"
The fuck
Oh,
left.
that's Shiro. So he's going to say that we have a Minotaur friend named Noelle, who's
Centaur.
Centaur, who's
Yeah.
who's to say pretty much her past came to bite her in the ass, or came to haunt her. A white minotaur showed up and kicked all of our asses, took and kidnapped Noel.
Sounded like you needed a Noel with you then.
Scratch that. Didn't kick my ass. I wasn't there.
Well,
Well, but because Stone was there, that's when he's able to say, our asses.
Hey, Shiro, want to kick some ass?
He says that someone of royal family was also taken with Noel, and we're trying to rescue both of them.
worth a lot of money? Question mark.
He says if Lapis was still here, I'd say ask her. She was the one who
Who
recruited
the
us.
heck is this Lapis?
Guys, I can show you exactly where the location is. I hold out my hand. I need you to touch my hand for a second.
I don't
touches
trust where
it.
that hand's been.
Very funny.
I'm kidding. I'm gonna.
Shiro's going to stand up
Yeah, that was very
and grab Alex's hand.
Anybody else?
strangle your hand. I'm kidding.
I walked away at the wrong time.
Stone's also going to go ahead and put his other hand on Essential's forehead like last time.
Okay. Anybody who's touching, I use force telepathy, and I relay the location, where they are, and all that type of fun stuff.
As soon as that happens, I'm gonna run in that direction. Just full on sprint.
Hey,
Just
Alex, real quick, you're making sure you're subtracting your total force points from what your abilities you're using, right?
Yeah, I'm essentially when I'm done with this, I'm out of force points.
Okay, I was like,
that's
because the fact that I've seen you've been doing them like willy nilly. I'm like,
I'm literally spent, so I have to rest.
hey, rest on my shoulder, man. I bet you I'm either gonna get a 1 or I'm gonna get a 20.
So after I use this, I literally stumble back, kind of out of it, and I literally go, "We need to come up with a plan, and this is going to take some time because if we walk in nilly dilly without something, he's going to destroy us all."
Y'all don't even notice that I'm running. Right
I
there.
forgot to put in one thing. DeKalen, I'm going to send this to you just real quick.
Uh huh. Does anybody know what a purple dot is on a dagger? Oh God! Oh God!
roll a D100. See
What?
if you know what that purple dot is.
Oh no.
If you get a 95 or
Oh.
higher, you know what it is. It's a flat
Oh.
D100.
Oh my.
Nope.
Nope.
I don't know what it is.
So, as far as you know, it looks like it was just painted on there.
Yeah, I think everybody should roll because they all seen it
Yep.
because
Okay.
they see everything that's on there
So far, no one has
or
seen
that I
it.
got in the.
Wait, do I?
Uh,
Except for
anyone-
me.
yeah, except
I'm
for
coming back
Logan.
as y'all are.
Ugh,
Nope.
of course I don't.
So
I come back as y'all are holding hands, and I'm like,
I'm gonna
what's
get one from
going on
Essential as
here?
well. So when he comes to, he can. Yeah, nope. Nobody knows what it is. As far as I know, it was just painted on there, just for pure decoration.
what is going on here?
I'm showing people where a friend of ours is. I've never met this person, but because of these scries that I've seen, I have a bit of a connection now.
Can you show me?
I'm kind of spent now. Unfortunately, I don't have the power to do it now. I have to rest.
So he relays what. So Stone relays what he saw, which was Noel and Damien in a dark cellar that has been souped up to look like a bedroom that you would see in 50 Shades of Grey. The scene then zooms out to a capital. The scene zooms out to a capital-looking city, about how it's a week's worth of travel by foot, and how there was a purple dot on one of Damien's daggers. Roll a D100. Swear to God, if you're the fucking captain that gets it, If you're the okay, nope, you don't get it. Okay, the closest one was actually
The sweat
fucking
man.
the metal man. Yep. Stone then asks, "So when do we take off?"
Tomorrow morning.
He nods and then heads back to the hut to reclaim the claymore.
I go rest.
Is also now at this moment that Essential will come too.
So the prodigal asshole has finally risen.
He's going to shake his head and says, I needed to stop fucking drinking. These dreams are weird.
Oh, this is no dream. I'm back.
I wasn't talking about you, but glad to see you're okay.
Before
Nice
I go to sleep, I look at the rest of them and go like, we need to come up with a plan.
You already said that.
No, I'm talking to Essential as well. Because he just came too.
The plan is really simple.
Before Shiro can finish that sentence, Stone is going to... not Stone. Essential is going to say, I gotcha. And then he uses a 5th level spell slot to cast his Tiny Hut.
Anyways, your plan, Cheryl?
It's very simple. I walk in, I kill everyone.
I don't think that's going to work this time.
Oh, trust me. Death and destruction will always prevail.
I basically facepalm a bit, and I go, yes, I get death and destruction always prevails, but the problem is, though, in that it's how you execute said chaos and destruction. The problem is, though, in that walking in unannounced without an idea of what to do is going to lead to ruin. Trust me on this one. This guy is prepared.
And then Essential is going to pipe up and say, yeah, his army, kicked all of our asses, even Pirelli's.
Where is the Goliath right now?
Shrugs and says, I haven't seen him since the mountain. Same with Lapis.
I can
worrying.
I can go in when we get there and scout with undetected.
So we're going to have the spirit scout for us. How quaint.
It's better than we'll know exactly where all their army is, and we can exploit that.
I can also go. Fortunately for me, I have yet to meet this Damien person. He will not know.
So we have two elements of surprise, myself and Shiro.
Perhaps I can be of service as well. Maybe I can cause a distraction. I am a dragonborn, after all. I might draw their attention. You forget of my roar.
Essential says, I have a way of you guys getting in undetected, though I can only do one of you at a time.
Hey, I should probably get in first, honestly. I'm not the sneakiest, as you can probably tell.
Essential says that he has a spell that he can use to make you look like someone else.
Ooh.
Oh, that spell. I have that spell as well, actually.
Polymorph?
No, I have alter self.
Yeah, but I can make you look like someone else. I can only do it to 2 people though.
So I can get in on my own.
I have an alter image.
Stone pipes up and says, me too.
Shiro says, I have never met me before, so...
I have never met me before.
That's understandable.
So you're not Solaris.
What was that? Out of character or in character?
That was out of character.
That was out of character as hell.
I'm going to rest.
Shiro says, in the meantime, I have business. And she is going to walk towards the town.
As you
But
exit,
you're
I
in
have
the pen
business.
as you exit
I have
the
business
dome
too.
of energy, you notice that it actually matches the same color as the time stone.
Oh, interesting. I go.
So yeah,
I have
Central can
some
make
business
the
too,
dome
too
any
as
color
well.
he wants.
I say I have some business to attend to as well, and I walk off in a different direction than Shiro.
Then, as a countermeasure, he's going to start making the dome rapidly flash multiple colors.
What the fuck?
We're giving people seizures, baby.
Hey, I mean, I can't really see much, but hey, you can destroy my vision
Hey,
more.
epilepsy can be the biggest fucking weapon you can use.
I guess. I mean, won't it draw attention though?
Are any of our enemies epileptic?
It's like it's like a scout approaches the dome. He falls in a fit of seizures. But
That's all, folks.
Ibbity, that's all, folks. Essential says that if he does use a spell, it lasts up to an hour. So spend your time wisely.
I don't know what I'm gonna do in this tiny hut.
I go to
even
sleep.
in this?
And I'm holding both my sabers tightly.
Oh,
Giggity.
not today. Soon.
No, he knows what's he's just
Of course.
staying prepared.
Of course, it makes
Not
sense.
today,
I'm not
motherfucker.
blaming him for it, but like, you know, maybe tomorrow or next time, somebody will be out of stone. I'm joking, but yeah, I want it badly.
I'll make you one.
Oh heck yeah!
Yeah, but now,
I
Oh,
wanted
well,
to-
I can't. I can't use
everybody
the
wants
saber.
it.
That's the sad
Yeah.
part.
Now here's the thing: if Alex were to make everyone a lightsaber, he has to train them to use it. Otherwise, everyone has disadvantage when using that weapon until they have proficiency.
Yup.
in it.
Hey, I'll do it. I'll take that time. I would actually, but like I can't actually use it, so you know.
Hey, I'll have Padawan. This is great.
There can only-
Minions, go!
Minions go! Oh, that's like the
Minions,
best thing I've heard all day.
let's fuck some bitches.
That's great, dude.
So we're going to
I
real quick
applaud
switch
that.
over to Shiro, who is walking into the same town where the brawl took place. As you,
I have a feeling I'm gonna. Sorry to interrupt. I'm gonna have a feeling I'm gonna get woken awake by the town being on fire.
you never know. Like, you can see everything that's going on outside, but no one can see inside. All they see is just this flashing.
I'm asleep.
Flashing lights of color.
I'm resting. I want my force powers back.
Yep,
So I'm sleeping.
Essential and Stone are also going to go ahead and go to sleep. And then, so as Shiro enters the town, she can actually see that the one who we're selling the counterfeit kyber crystals, he is beaten unconscious
Ooh,
with and he is bleeding from a couple places.
that's not good.
Huh.
Not good
So
for
we're just
you.
gonna start off this tour like this, huh?
Yep.
It's amazing for Shiro because that's more blood.
Yeah, that's just more blood for you, man.
It's like a shopping district.
You can find everything here, blood included.
This wasn't part of the plan at all.
But a welcome.
But Shiro's going to
Welcome
walk
surprise if you show
over to, I believe he said his name was Blake or something before
Blake,
he
yes.
got a
Blake,
mud hole stumped into him.
Yes. Before he had boots shoved up
she-
his ass, yes.
She's gonna walk over to Blake and she's gonna kind of nudge him like, "Wake up, wake up."
He's gonna grunt in pain. He
You're
said-
not dead yet, so get up.
With the eyes closed, he says, he says, "I'm not selling you crystals. They took everything I had."
I don't want the crystal. Get up.
He's going to weakly try to get to his feet.
Jeez.
And I have to roll for that, right?
He's just
Imagine
gonna.
rolling
He's,
for that.
gonna he's just gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna have him roll for it. It's a flat d20.
I'm sorry, I was just asking.
Yep.
I know you're into whole
so
rolling.
try
Oh
to-
my god.
So as he tries to get up, his legs wobble and then give out from underneath him, making him go back
Oh,
to square
no.
one. But he's in a snailing position now.
What have they done?
He said,
500.
He says, as you and the kids were fighting, they took advantage of the distraction and had at me.
Well, I mean,
Isn't that a I mean, you did sell the phony gem in exchange for, well, a bounty on mercenary. You wanna know I can do it 500 gold?
Hold on, give me a second.
People,
Alright, so what's up, Shiro?
like, people paid a livelihood just for simple polished rock.
And he said
It would
he
be
needed-
understandable why.
He said that he had to make a living somehow. He didn't expect someone who actually knows that these crystals to show up.
Well, that's just how the trade goes. Some people know what they can see. And you might get sheep, but it's always the wolf that exposes everyone. Thus, you shouldn't choose a counterfeiting trade if, well, you're not prepared to, well, get the shit beat out of you.
He says that he's read a legend about people who can utilize the real crystals into something more powerful, and he wanted to find some for himself. Found the counterfeits, and decided to try to sell those to the public, because everyone else also has read these legends at one point or another.
Oh, so you're an idiot. Got you. Alright, on your feet. And she's gonna help him up.
He's going to stagger to his feet.
So tell me, as a vendor of sorts, you've been around a lot of places, haven't you?
He says, to be honest, the furthest I've ever been is just the gate to this town.
Well, I have a business proposition. How about we expand your point of sale, shall we?
He says, what do you mean?
Well, it's obvious you can't sell here anymore, or pretty much live here. So it would be best that you start your business in a different town, under a different name.
He says,
Selling different things.
he said, all right, what name should I go under?
Tony Redgrave.
What should we call you?
Bubbles. Or-
Bubbles number 4.
God damn it.
that was going to come bite you in the butt, didn't it?
That's gonna be the legacy you leave with this group is the
Yep,
Bubbles thing.
This whole Bubbles, whatever, at this point.
Fuck it, I'll take it.
He's gonna mull it under his breath, repeating the name once or twice, and he says, "Yeah, I guess I can go with that name." But
Now we're gonna.
he asks, but why the number 4?
I don't know. I get the feeling that there was 3 prior before. So
no one gets that but us 3.
So now that we got your new name, now we're gonna have to get you a. You don't have any product left to keep selling regular stones anymore, so
He
we're gonna have to.
interrupts you and says, "Actually, I have one more." He digs into his back pocket and pulls out a gem that's actually the real deal of what he was trying to sell.
Huh. You know, if you would have sold that, maybe, just maybe, you wouldn't have it up.
He says, "But here's,
Well, like
here's
this.
the thing: I don't know where this came from. I just woke up. I woke up one day and it was just laying next to me, on my nightstand."
Huh. Let's say you hold on to that. I think I have a better way
Yeah,
of getting business in.
As you look at the gem that he holds out, you see that it actually is flashing darker colors of red, yellow, gold, green, blue, and purple, and white, and a pure black.
And very.
Well done.
Perfect fucking timing.
This one
What?
seems rather
From-
priceless
coming from you, I
compared
heard
to
well
the
done.
other ones that you.
Oh, I'm currently doing things as well.
Like it was perfect timing to what I was just finishing saying too.
This one is priceless compared to the other ones that you were trying to sell.
Well, yeah, those are worthless.
But he says again, I don't know where to find any more of these. This is the only one I know of. And unless
Let's
you know
say
someone
you
who
hold
actually
on
can
to it
use
for now.
He says unless you know someone who can actually use it, I'm not giving this away.
I actually do. But I think I have a better business. Let's say you hold on to that right now. Quick riddle. What is there plenty of? Everyone needs it. And no one would be mad at it if they had
Water?
more of it.
He says, money?
Well, yeah, but it's more of the essence of life.
How do you sell money?
The one thing that is always flowing through us. How about you sell blood?
Oh no.
He says blood, but how would I do that? And yes, the stutter was actually included. It wasn't me fucking up.
It is very simple, really. All you need is to pass off this blood as, how would you say, priceless dragon blood of a fairy. You can pass it off as that, and you can have alchemists coming straight for you. You can get all sorts of business of those looking for quote unquote rare blood. Simple business, really.
He asks, "Are you going to provide me the blood to sell?"
It's funny you should ask. I'm pretty sure if you look hard enough, you'll always find someone who's willing to donate for a price or for free.
I'm pretty sure the for free donation is not as free as you're making that sound.
He says, "What do you mean?" with a face full of confusion.
For example, you have at least 2 donors here right now. I can provide you with some of mine, which indeed I will admit is pretty rare. And you can provide your own. That's 2 vials right there. and you didn't spend a dime a dozen.
So you're telling me to sell my own blood and hype it up as something that's not?
Hey, you're good at lying and selling shit that's not really what it is, aren't you?
He says.
This is like some snake oil shit.
But I will say this, eventually you'll start to become very, very sickly if you sell too much of your own. You need a recovery period with every pint that you give away. So just your blood will not do, and my blood is a one-time thing. So you're going to need a lot of donors. Tell me, how many of those faces in the mob do you recognize?
It was at this point that the mob's already dispersed. So they're just going about their business at this point.
Oh no, she was asking how many
at the
people
time.
does he know?
That
was within there.
He says he didn't recognize any of them.
All right, so initial moments to yourself. If this happens, that means he would have problem whatsoever. This will work. Tell me, do you want to get revenge on all of those who mercilessly stomped you for just trying to make a decent living out of your life?
I suppose so.
Good. You wait. Matter of fact, no. You're gonna follow me. You're gonna be in on this one. We're gonna get you some donors. Using as little money as possible. But, quick question. Do you have any containers of sort? Vials, buckets, jars,
He says he has some pots at home.
pots? We can make that work. Alright. What time of the day is it?
He looks up and it looks like evening. He says it looks like about evening.
So, here's the deal. You run home, get as much things that can hold liquid as you can, and then meet me back here within 2 hours.
I love how this turned into like D&D's very first blood drive.
And thus,
he nods and then proceeds home.
Shiro's going to head back towards the direction of the hut, and then she's going to say, an infiltration route is a go.
Alright, and so we're going to go back in time just a little bit as Shiro was talking to the dude. We're going to switch over to Vulcan, who is walking into someone's house. It's not the old man's, but it's no one that you know.
So I'm not doing my like dragon roar that causes fear, but I am going to roar in the house to get everyone's attention.
You don't hear anything.
I'm gonna summon a blood weapon, particularly a short sword in my hand, and start walking throughout the house.
So as you go through the house, you pass by a bedroom that holds a young boy and a young girl. The next room you pass by, it appears to be two men.
I'm gonna walk into there, and I'm gonna stand over them and go, "Wakey, wakey."
There's no response.
All right, maybe this will do something. And I stab one of them through the stomach.
Oh.
One grunts in pain, the other one does not react.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna grab the other one and basically throw him out of bed into the wall as I rip one up the middle.
Yeah.
He looks
Jesus.
around in confusion and says, "What the hell's going on?"
What the fuck? I'm kind of freaking out here. Like, hang on here.
Simply testing out my new powers. And I'm going to breathe at...
He said,
I tell him, simply testing out my new powers.
what?
And I'm going to simply...
He cups his ear and
Testing.
says, huh?
I'm going to stab him.
Rip his ear off. God, just kill him.
Ah, he's fucking deaf.
They're all deaf.
And I'm going to grab him by the neck and mouth goodbye as I breathe acid on his head.
All right, his...
Can I make the screams from, please?
No, you don't need no screams.
Oh, oh.
His skull melts as you are oozing acid onto his head. You don't hear anything coming from the kid's bedroom.
Oh God! As you're killing the parents.
I walk out of their bedroom and look for any other bedrooms besides the kids. I'm not going to kill little kids.
Oh my God! Please!
There are
I was
no
like,
other
wait.
bedrooms. The only rooms that there were the room that contained the children and the room that contained the gay couple.
You have to kill gay people? Come on,
I didn't kill them because they were gay. I killed them because they were...
dude!
Bruh!
You got something against them?
As I finish with that house, I'm gonna move on to a different house.
Oh Christ! Whole gay couple's family, and then the next one's gay.
Yeah, as you leave, there is no reaction.
Oh, I didn't kill the kids.
I'm gonna go with my whole statement of what I said before. With the whole waking up with the entire place ablaze.
No, I'm only killing two families.
Yeah, only two people, two families. Don't worry about it. Right? Oh my
The
dude!
kids are still not woken up. They're still asleep.
You know, you might want to like add a little bit of sauce onto that and be like, "Hey, you might want to check your mom and dad's room."
You mean your dad and dad's room?
Nah.
Yeah.
There's
Dad and
no
dad's
mom.
room.
It's dad and dad.
So I walk into the other house and entry as I do before. I bust down the door and roar.
You hear nothing.
Oh,
I'm gonna walk through the house wielding, kind of doing like little flourishes with my blood blade.
Right?
Oh, Lord.
As you pass through, you pass by 3 bedrooms, all of which contain nobody.
I suggest a retry.
I'm gonna bust into each room and check all of them out to make sure there's no one in there.
As you check through each of the rooms, you find no one is present.
Maybe they heard, the screeches of the other people next door. Maybe they just
And-
wanted and run.
In that case, I'm going to walk out of the house, look at the house, and breathe acid onto it.
Oh.
Before
Alright,
you
guys, I'm gonna
proceed-
bow out.
Okay, see you
Okay,
later.
see you, Alex.
As you proceed, before you proceed to spurt acid all over the house, you hear the sound of hooves clacking and a carriage being moved.
Here comes the police. Better run.
As you see the family that originally resides here pulling up to the house.
Oh Lord. Time to kill the witnesses, right?
Yeah, the house is just simply empty because they are just out at the time.
Yeah.
Who does the family consist of?
So it consists of a normal, mother and father, and there are 2 boys. So there's 3 boys and 2 girls.
Oh Lord.
I know what I said about the children at first,
Oh no.
but
It ranges as the oldest being a boy, the next oldest being a girl, the next 2 being boys, and the last girl being the youngest.
Oh no. How old is the girl? The little one.
Ages are not to be disclosed.
I need
I
to.
feel,
Aw.
I feel bad about this. But
1-year-old girl.
I feel bad about this, but I can't have any witnesses, so I'm gonna breathe my acid
Aw.
all over the family.
Oh no.
As you do that,
Look, I'm Shiro.
What a mess.
It's like all the horse, the carriage, and the family melt down.
Oh my god!
And
Absolute
I'm gonna-
jerk.
as you
I'm kidding.
look at the melting corpses of the mother and father, you at least notice that the father looks kind of like you.
He looks like a dragon.
Yeah.
Oh crap!
Hmm.
Dang, there goes another one. We'll get him next time.
And the other 5 children also looked like the father, but the mother was the one that looked out of place, being a full human.
Oh no!
All right, I'm going to walk away from what I did, smiling. Do I gain any experience?
It doesn't like
Nope,
they
I
fought
have
back.
the feel that you killed your family.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna walk back into the tiny hut, flashing with colors, and
it's a
follow.
10-foot radius dome of energy, so it's not as tiny as you think it is. It's actually pretty.
It's pretty
decent
big.
size. It's pretty decent size.
No, I'm not sneaking. I'm not sneaking in. I'm just walking in
I'm
and
saying like
passing out.
I'm saying like the spell of tiny hut, like it's actually bigger than what you think it is.
But I'm gonna walk inside of it.
All right. As you walk in, the only person you see awake is Shiro. Everyone else is asleep.
Say I was asleep, but okay.
Okay. Well, you see the metal man sitting over in the corner,
I'll roll with it.
and he is awake, though he's just sitting there.
I'm gonna lay down somewhere where it's a bit comfy and fall asleep.
I'm gonna make a comment before he falls asleep. Had a busy night out there, huh?
Yep.
I won't tell nobody. Don't worry about it. For now. Now, if I see a village gone, we're gonna have issues. Anyway, I'm gonna go
No.
sleep with that.
No, trust me, no villages are gone.
I'll be the judge of that.
Shiro was actually able to see what you did to the first house.
Oh lord.
Shiro
just-
is humming. Mhm.
Oh, I'm gonna dispel my blood weapon, which took up one of my blood vials, by the way.
Mhm.
I would help you with your blood issue, but I cannot. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
Oh, trust me. I don't need your help.
Mhm.
Okay.
It is at that moment that both Metal Man and Shiro hear a knocking at the dome.
Not Metal Man, Metal Guard. Jeez.
Hmm? Shiro's going to look over.
You see Blake standing there holding the pots, though it looks like he is about to go into a fit of seizures.
Oh well. You should probably let him in,
Shiro
right?
stands up and she cracks her neck and she says, "Well, I will be back in a few. If anyone asks for me, just know I never came back."
Okay.
And she's gonna walk out the dome.
All right.
I feel a little concerned about this.
As you walk out the dome, you see the man who's about to drop his pots and is kind of starting his fit of seizures. Like he's like
Shiro, using
I
her previous
I got it.
medical experience, from all the medical knowledge she knows.
I think Hideous is gone.
Yeah, he said he had
Just to get
he
out
had
here.
to do it.
yeah, he said he had to dip.
Yeah.
And she's gonna use her medical experience to slap the shit out of him.
Oh well. That's very medical, but bro, jeez.
Hey, I said she was a doctor. I never said she was a good one.
All right,
So-
okay, you right.
He as he is slapped, he goes to close his eyes because he's rubbing his face from the pain.
She says, "Don't look at it, you idiot." All right. So, you ready?
He's going to close his eyes, look back in your direction, and say, "Yep." Though, can we just go somewhere else? Though I really don't need to fall into seizures.
Sure, we can. We are actually going right back to town.
he's going to proceed that way as quickly as possible to get away from the flashing light dome.
Shiro's gonna mumble under her breath. He is not gonna be too happy about this. And then she's gonna make her way towards town.
All right. As Shiro and the man step away. Also, what is your character's name, Christian?
It's Metal Guard. I couldn't actually like give it a proper name because that's not how the Guardian
So his name
construct
is
works.
actually Metal Guard.
Yeah, it's really disappointing and I hate it, but yeah.
I can think of a name later. So
No, actually, I cannot. It is either that or something else, but there are two set names for it because of how it is made.
So as Shiro takes off, Metal Guard actually hears some people collapsing to the ground, coming from behind him.
This tiny hut is foolproof, ain't it?
Yes, it is. Then she's gonna like wake up like next morning. You're like, why haven't I not thought about this before? As you turn around, you see 5 people violently having seizures, with foam coming out of their mouths, and whatever the white part of your eyes are called, are flashing are flashing the same colors with the same vibrancy as the dome.
Me?
Yeah, this is you. You're
Oh,
seeing this.
Jesus Christ. I was like confused for a second. I
Yeah,
was
you're,
like,
you're seeing 5
here.
people pretty much foaming at the mouth with their eyes pretty much glowing the same color as the same colors as the dome's flashing, and they're having violent convulsions.
Oh, okay.
How do you react to them seizing?
Well, I'm a little confused because I have never seen a seizure before because Guardian Construct and Behemoth, I'm not even metal. I'm not even human, not even close.
But you still have a living
So-
being inside you. So
Yeah, true. But you gotta move past all that.
anyway, so how are you gonna react?
Uh,
Like what are you gonna do seeing those people having those?
I'm gonna be a little shocked as first of all seeing that.
3 minutes go by, and then the seizing stops. They're still foaming at the mouth, but they seem to be unresponsive.
Odd.
We're gonna go back to Shiro.
I'm sorry.
She and Blake make it back into town, and Blake is going to shake his head, saying, "Never going over there again."
Shiro is going to say, I didn't ask you to in the first place. I told you to meet me back in town in 2 hours, and you sought me out. So, forgive me if I'm not apologetic about that.
He says, "Never mind about that. So I have the pots. What now?"
Now, we go around town, and we look for donors.
He says, "But who's willing to donate blood at this time of night?"
And Shiro's smile starts to peer through, and then she says, "Everybody."
Seeing that smile, he's going to shiver a little bit.
The first place we start is an alleyway. There's always a lot that happens in the alleyways, and everyone's down to make a little bit of money when they're sitting back there. A lot of sketchy people that no one will ever meet. So, are you just going to stand there, or are you going to start walking? It's your business I'm trying to save,
Right.
not mine.
He says, "Well, I guess lead the way."
Shiro's going to start walking towards an alleyway.
All right. As you approach the alleyway, before you even come up to it, you see smoke coming from the alleyway.
Huh. Oh. Shiro says, by the way, do you have something that can conceal your face?
He pulls a blanket from one. He pulls a tarp from one of the coverings next to the alleyway. He puts it over his head, saying, "Does this work?"
You are definitely new to this, aren't you? Initially down the alleyway with the smoke.
All right. As the both of you go down the alleyway, you see a large bear with some commoner clothes that seems to be smoking something.
A large bear with commoner clothes?
Yes, and he seems to be smoking something. And which was
Shiro
the
said-
source of the smoke.
Shiro says, well, this is new.
As you see him smoking this herbal substance, you see him start to get a little bit drowsy and get relaxed.
Oh.
So tell me, Mr. Bear, can you understand me at least, Mr. Bear?
Huh? Who's there?
Hi, yes, over here. What's just smoking there, buddy?
He says, "Oh, this." He holds a joint and says, "I'm smoking some herbal substances. Some green, you know." I'm not gonna try to do
Nice.
the gruff voice of a bear, so I'm just yeah. Take it as you will.
Nice. Okay. Tell me, where are the inhabitants of the alleyways aside from you? Wait, why are you here?
He said, "I had nowhere else to go to smoke this. At least over here, I'll be out of sight of the authorities."
Authorities. Hey, Mr. Bear, you just might be of use to me after all.
He says, how could I help you?"
Tell me, you just want to be able to relax without the need of guards coming to seize and confiscate, right?
He nods and says, "Yeah, I want to keep my weed."
So, is it safe to say that you are aware of the patrol routes to successfully avoid guards?
He says, "No, I just lucked out in finding this place." He holds out his half-smoked joint and says, "You want to try some?"
No, I'm fine. I'm actually on a bit of a business trip right now.
He says, "Oh, come on, one puff." He's going to try to persuade you to take at least one hit.
Oh,
Not working.
that's not.
You never fucking know. See if you can't try to beat that.
What do I
Dude.
have to roll?
Just flat D20 and
because of persuasion being
wait.
persuasion being charisma, I'd say wisdom against it.
God, I would lose. -1 for me,
You
pal.
have to beat a 6 to pretty much say no.
Ah, there you
20.
go.
Yep. So you turn down his offer for the joint. He says, "Well, it's on you," and then starts to smoke the rest of it.
Alright. Tell me, Mr. Bear, did you come from the forest? Or have you always been here?
He says, "I wasn't always a bear, man. I was once a person like you, though not a short."
Alright.
He says, that he practiced something he really shouldn't have, turned himself into a bear, has no idea how to undo the effects, and so now he's just living his life out as a stoner bear.
Dang. Gotta say, that's not the worst way to live it out, man. See, out of character. Sorry. I'll shut up.
There may be a way, and I may know someone who could help you with that.
He says, "Really? Who?"
I don't know if they can do it themselves, but here's hoping that they will change you into something other than a bear. But in order for me to help you, it's more of a you have to help me thing as well.
All right. He starts to ask the question of how could he help you, but he ends up dozing off and falling asleep.
This right here, and what she's actually going to do is she's going to find the nearest guard and walk up to the guard, and then she's gonna frantically put on the best act ever, like, bear, help me, bear, in the alleyway, there's a bear.
Roll performance.
I don't know what performance is.
Charisma.
Oh, this is not going to be good. That's my second worst stat.
Oh, never mind. He buys the act. He buys the act.
Hold on, wait, no, let me roll. Let me roll. I mean,
that one anyway.
what is a 13?
Add as a +1. Are you proficient in performance?
Fuck no.
Fuck no. Yeah, this is just +1. No!
Oh my fucking
No!
How did you roll? Wait, okay, hang on. First of all, how? And again, how?
So, do we re-roll like he
Yes, we
believes?
do.
Yeah, I think we have to re-roll at this point. If he believes me and I did a horrible job.
I tries again. No fucking way! That's the second time that happened.
That's awesome. Honestly, though.
That's beautiful.
Oh my god.
14.
Yep, so he buys your act. He and 3 other guards that were with him go to the alleyway that you're pointing out.
Shiro's going to look around, and then she's gonna look at Bubbles the Fourth, and then she's gonna say, "Now would be a great time to get some business done while the authorities are distracted."
As you say that, you can hear the sounds of grunting in pain, and people hitting someone with a blunt object coming from that alleyway.
Shiro's gonna say, "Trust me when I say we will be back for him just a bit. But for now, we need to get your business." And then she's going to point at the tavern.
He shrugs and says, "Well, that's probably the best place to start looking for people."
Oh, you have no idea. And she's gonna walk inside the tavern.
The Bubbles number 4 is going to follow you inside.
Alright, so with the passive perception of 21, what do I recognize in there? Or what do I see?
Let's see. So you watch Attack of the Clones, right?
Attack of the Clones?
Yeah, Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much what you're seeing, but more medievally.
Alright, I'll stop. Shiro's going to whisper to Bubbles number 4, "Whatever happens in here, Do not run. Stay right in front of the door.
He nods and then stands his post at the door.
Shiro's gonna walk right over to the bartender.
The bartender is going to say, "What can I get you for your little lassie?"
Tell me. Do you make Bloody Marys here?
He says, "Why, yes, we do. That's our most requested drink."
Ironic.
Alright. He says,
Like,
he says, "Didn't you notice the name of the tavern?" He points to the sign that says Bloodhaven. BLU with the umlauts. DHAVEN.
She says, she whispers to herself, I think I'm in heaven. So, aside from the most popular drink and the name of this establishment, tell me, are there any donors willing to donate just a few pints of blood for medical research purposes?
He points to the back room and says, "We have a couple of drunk bastards that passed out back there. Maybe they might be of some assistance."
Alright then. Tell me, and for control purposes, are there anyone sober, willing?
He looks around and says, "Well, if you're looking for someone sober, a tavern isn't exactly the best place to find one. Figured I'd be kind
You're
of common knowledge
right.
around here."
Let's see if anyone here is willing, though. And then she's going to walk towards the back where all the drunk people are.
As you make your way back there, he says, "Also, have you seen a bear anywhere?"
Why, Noah, I do believe I have come across one. Why?
"That bastard stole our weed supply. But nobody knows where he went."
Ah, man, Tell you what. There's a lot of people in here that has what I want, and I have something you want. Willing to make a trade?
He says, "As long as you can get me my weed supply back, sure."
I don't know if I can do that, but I can give you the bear and his location.
You're an asshole, dude. You're completely ass.
Wait, who are you calling the asshole? Me or Shiro?
Not you, obviously.
Hey, I can be an asshole. To
He,
DM, the fuck?
yeah, well, I mean, you can, but I'm not gonna call you one straight up without having a reason. Just outing the man
She's
who
like,
was just
"But
like, hey, you know, I'm a
before-"
bear for a reason, you know. And he likes weed. I mean, I'm not gonna argue with him.
There's a reason for everything I do. Just remember that, kid.
Sure.
No,
You just
no,
want bear blood. That's all you want.
Everything Shiro does, it actually is for a reason.
He wants the bear blood. That's all he wants.
Bear blood.
And barely hold it in. Although it'll be human blood because he's
Hey, also,
transformed
funny fact,
into
we actually
bear,
do
but
have
he's
a
still
drink
human.
in that tavern called Bear Blood.
She's gonna
Please,
say,
never mention
but
me weird
before-
tavern names.
All their drinks that they have the word blood somewhere in there. Like either a variation of a spelling
God.
or it's in there somewhere.
That's
But she's
ridiculous.
like, but before I tell you anything, tell me, is that blood of yours a side business, or do you just sell it over the counter?
He says this building's the only place that legally can be used. I can sell it.
Okay then. Well, I will say this though, in exchange for information, I want the blood of everyone in here.
Lord. Yeah, that's such a trade, dude.
He says, "Well, with everyone being in a drunken state of some kind, it shouldn't be too hard to convince them. Though, give a different reason each time. One might become suspicious if you use the same reason."
I want yours as well. Skip out on you, can I?
He pulls out a vial of pre-pulled blood. It says, "Here," and he flicks it to you. As he does that, you can.
If
see
I was
his
there, I'd be
eyes-
like, "Why do you have a vial of
as-
pre-pulled blood?"
As he tosses it to you, you see his eyes flash blood red, and then back to standard brown.
Weird. Do you want me to pretend like I didn't see that?
He's a serial killer.
He
Run.
he forms a blood dagger and says, "I don't know. You tell me." And he just plays around with it a little bit.
Shiro says, and then she forms her own and she says, huh. And then just stares at him and plays with hers.
He he winks at her and says, "I know more about your kind than you think I do. Seeing as I'm one myself."
Ooh. She
And he
says,
gestures
lucky
to the
you.
whole tavern and says, "Hence why the place is themed the way it is."
She says,
That would explain why you
lucky-
have pre-pulled blood now too.
She says, lucky, but you don't know that much about me. I'm just a doctor.
He says, "Oh, I didn't mean about you. I meant you as in hemomancers."
She says, oh, I'm aware. But like I said, you don't know that much about me.
Nor do I really care to know much about you. I'm happy to know that you're another fellow hemomancer.
Yeah, sure. This is rather intriguing.
Dude.
Anyway,
Ugh.
your bear is in the alleyway. So, also, there are a bunch of guards who are not too happy with the fact that he's a bear and beating him senseless for no reason.
He facepalms and says, I really didn't want to get the authorities involved. Oh well, I guess that just makes the job easier.
To get back your weed or to take out the authorities?
To get the weed
Or
back.
both? Question mark.
They know who I am. They'll give me my stuff back. No problem.
Alright, well, I think you should hurry then, before they think it's just random
Right?
and confiscate it for themselves.
So he turns around to two men who seem to be dressed in vampire garbs, tells them where to go, and they head out.
God, you're such an asshole, dude. Let's have to sick
I'm giving
vampires
Jiro a
and a
place to,
human man
enjoy.
them.
Sure says, alright then, I guess I shall start my little blood drive.
Oh, Lord.
And Shiro's gonna go around the entire tavern collecting blood.
Right?
And she also instructs Bubbles the fourth to follow her around while she does so.
Alright, Bubbles number 4 then follows Shiro around as Shiro collects the blood from the drunken. None of them suspect a thing.
Alright. Well, this shall be plenty. So, tell me, why sell herbs?
Can I ask when-
He says, "Have you ever crossfaded?"
No. Sounds like something that only an idiot would do.
Well, it feels really good if you do it the right way.
I will leave you to your devices then. Thus, I must be on my way.
He nods and
I
says,
do have to.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead and finish what you were saying, bud.
By the way, you haven't happened to run across a little girl, have you?
He strokes his chin and says, "Nope. No, I have not. We don't allow children in our bar anyway. Though if we do see one, we'll let you know. Though, can you tell me what to look out for?
She will kind of have this look in her eye, and if she asks, around, tell her you have never.
Never.
Question mark?
You kind of cat out after never, bud.
Oh. Tell her that you.
Jesus
Tell her
Christ.
that you've never seen me, never made contact with me, and you never even knew I.
He nods and says, "No problem. But if you need anything, don't be afraid to come by."
I might steal your vampires.
He says, "I have plenty more of that came from."
Cheryl's going to leave, and then she's going to make her way back to the alleyway.
All right. As you make your way back to the alleyway, you see the vampires collecting the weed, the remainder of the weed that the bear has not taken, and the bear
Is the bear dead?
actually beaten but barely conscious.
Cheryl's gonna come back. She's gonna be like, "Oh, shit, what the fuck happened to you?"
He says, "I just wanted." He said, "I just wanted to have some weed. I didn't want to wait one more year."
She says, "Maybe it's 'cause you're a bear that everyone treats you like so. Come now. I think it's about time that we find how to change you back."
He is going to try to get up on his hind legs.
Rolling. It's a 1.
Right.
I know, right? That like 5 ones in one night. Like Jesus. And we barely even rolled anything. Oh my god. Suck.
And as no surprise to anyone, the bear's going to collapse down onto his stomach.
She's gonna say, "Where have I seen this before?"
Where have I seen this before?
And then she just looks at Bubbles number 4.
He says, "Hey."
You gotta try again.
She says, "Well, no matter. We are actually still rather on schedule now that I think about it. Okay, tell me, Mr. Bear, what's your name again?"
I hate you. I really do.
Yeah.
No, not you.
Hey, look,
It's like
you
every time-
should know by now.
I knew it was coming, but it still doesn't mean I don't hate you any less.
You should know this by now.
Still doesn't mean I don't hate you any less. I knew I saw it coming. Doesn't mean that I still don't like it. He is going to say, Starth.
Cheryl's just gonna think in the back of her mind, it's almost like the DM's running out of names or something.
Well, and then you hear another voice in the back of your head saying, "Well, if you didn't keep putting the DM in the spotlight like that, maybe he wouldn't have to do so."
She's gonna shake her head and she's gonna say, "Anyway, as you are right now, you do hold rather physical intimidation over a lot of people who are not able, and also a physical prowess of that one of the more destructive mammals in nature. So, let's cut a deal, shall we?
He says, "What deal?"
She said, there's two things that I need from you, and in return, I'll be able to return.
My God.
I'll be able to try to return two things to you, or at least I'll try to do whatever is within my power to do so.
He says, "Okay, what do you want?"
For starters, that blood of yours, I would like some of it.
He says, "Why do you want my blood?"
No, for my own research.
He says, "Okay," and he's going to hesitantly hold his arms out.
Shiro's going to drain. Since he's a bear, it should be okay if I take extra 2 pints of blood and
Oh,
give
God.
it to Bubbles number 4.
Jesus.
All right. So, excuse me. So as you drain the blood from the bear, you see that it is blah, 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 blah. It is elf druid blood. Well, you notice
She's
that
gonna
it's elf
say-
druid blood.
My, you are an
A what?
and she said, my, you are an interesting specimen, aren't you?
He says, "What do you mean?"
Worry you not. The other thing I need is that strength of you.
Why do you need my strength?
Well, you see, my best friend in the entire world is currently being held against her will. I myself should be enough to handle majority of the army that is holding her. But if there's no one else to hold back the forces with me, I fear that something terrible just might happen to
Sounds dangerous. What do I get
In
in return if I
return-
help you?
Well, for starters, as I said, I do believe I know someone who can help you with your current form. Or at least know someone who knows someone who knows someone about it. And with due time, be able to change you back to how you originally were. And I might be able to get you some medicine if you cooperate with.
He says, "It's a very tempting offer. Are you sure you'll be able to change me back to who I was?"
She rubs her chin and she says, "Am I sure? I know myself I can't do it. But you'll have to ask the one who I will be looking for to see if they're sure about it. But the other part, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to help you. You know, the whole medicine thing."
He says, "You have a deal. Now please help me."
All right. I will fill you in as we go. And I must introduce you to Bubbles number 4 here. And then she just nods her head over at him.
Bubbles number 4 is going to nod at the bear. And then he's going to turn to Shiro and says, "So what do I do with these pots of blood now?"
You're going to put you're going to get a bunch of vials, and you're going to fill all those vials up with all that blood. Every last drop.
All right. And then what after that?
I'll let you know in the future. You know where to find me.
He nods and then goes to find some vials to put the blood in.
She looks over at Starf and says, "Well, now you fit the part of a bear, so it shouldn't be too much problem to blend in with the forest. But that is where we must head to. Consider it a base of operation for things to come. And there's other people that you must meet."
He says, "Is there something that you should warn me about?"
Oh, are you epileptic?
He started saying, "I don't know. What kind of question is that?"
All right, we'll find out when we get there. Come on, follow me.
Oh, God.
All right. And that is going to end the session for the night. So next time we're going to pick up with Starth and Shiro making their way back to the the seizure hut, as we are now dubbing it.
I don't know if anyone recognized this or not, but I just did a lot of work, and y'all have no idea.
Wait, you did a lot of what? You kind of cut.
I did a whole lot of work. Like, let's see. I got us a bear. We have a bear now.
Yeah, so what
Gamer Day, we have a bear.
So the intention of the bear was it was supposed to be just a cameo of Kuma.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I figured that.
it just kind of they just kind of became its own thing at that point.
Stop throwing in cameos. If you don't expect, like, yeah. This is what happens when you throw in cameos.
Allowed to have cameos. Fucking. She was no longer allowed to meet anyone new. That's point blank. Because fuck you, Shiro.
See, here's the thing. Most of them die, but it was just at this point with